Hey, it's your girl KV back with another review, child. This is the first little review, not live, for Love Island. What are we on, like season 9 or something? Why is my computer so stressed? Like, girl, relax. Coming down to breakfast like that, just eat some food. Dang. So, with Love Island, what is this, season 8? All I know is I'm finna talk about After Sun, the second After Sun, in episode 17, y'all. So the funny thing about this After Sun for me is that everybody was just so, oh my gosh, they did so wrong in the house. And look, they didn't even help her pack. Nobody was with her when she packed. And look at how they never stood around, or it was like the core four over here and Soul over there. Even if they were talking, like everybody just felt all these feelings about how Soul was just mistreated as the light-skinned short hair girl in the house. Just, oh my gosh, I'm just like, Soul didn't seem inviting. Soul didn't seem warm and friendly to where the other girls are super bubbly, super jump up and down, screaming, squealing, giddy. That's not Soul, and that's not a problem. It's just it don't look like the two mixed. They already got their mopey friend. They already got Anaya. They don't need another mopey friend. It just is what it is. So you're gonna have to either make an effort to really get in that group, or you're gonna have to find another personality type to play to fit into the dynamics of that girl group. Okay, it just is what it is. Well, it don't matter now because she's gone. So with that, Soul was extra greasy. I didn't even watch the full episode of After Sun, but I did see a whole bunch of clips. Okay, Soul had a lot to say about people that didn't come for her. I said, Lord, Soul and Shamia have just had bad interview week, okay? It's not been their week to talk to people and air out their feelings because it's not going over so well. She contradicted herself a lot in the interview. I'm not going to go through all of it because, like I said, I didn't even watch all of it to go through all of it. But the main parts that I saw, like I said, the first thing was she had smoke for people that it didn't need to be towards. I was very confused about that. And I can get that these are the questions that were being asked, but you can answer questions in a way that don't feel like, oh, we beefing. Because every question she answered, it gave, oh, we beefing. It's like you got more smoke for KC and the girls than you do for Sincere. And he's the one that's responsible for your fate, babe. He is the one. So I truly feel like Soul forgot or didn't realize, or, is so male centered that she's forgetting that the boys are the ones that eliminated you. So for you to be going so hard on the girls, it's like you could give a less greasier answer, and people was like, oh, y'all want everybody to be media trained. No, it ain't about being media trained. It's just about, do you want beef though? It's a lot of space between let me talk like I'm media trained and let me talk like I want to fight. Like, it's a whole lot of space in there. And so it just gave, I'm finna slap anybody who come up to me at this point, okay? It was really weird. She's talking about how the girls first, on one hand, she said the guys didn't pull her for chats. It was couples island. Nobody was doing this. Nobody was doing that. And then she goes on to say, when the guys were pulling her for chats, the girls would get mad. And she was like, oh, well, you need to go check your man. And yeah, they did check their man and not say anything to you. They never checked you about their man. They would just come get their man, check their man. So that's them checking their man. So what are we talking about? So what are we talking about? I don't understand. Just say, yeah, the girls had them boys locked down, okay? That could have been all it is. Instead of acting like they was walking up to you beefing or something. Then she ends up, which KC Casey was doing a lot of trying to people please, and it was very annoying because Anaya she's a princess, as they like to say. She's a princess, and Casey was trying to bend to be whatever it is that she wanted to be, to whereas it was like, maybe not. This is Love Island. This isn't what's Love is Blind. You know, maybe if Love is Blind, y'all living together in the apartments and y'all really giving it to try with each other. Yeah, then you would give it all your all and, you know, work at truly being who you want to be for that person. But this is Love Island. We ain't trying to be with just one person, so why would you give one person your all, okay? We supposed to explore first, and then we lock down. So Casey was getting on my nerves, always going to Anaya saying, I don't want to explore, I don't want to explore, I don't want to explore. But then going to the boys like, oh man, I wish I could explore, but Anaya's gonna get mad if I explore. And then it's just a cycle of going back and forth. When you could have just told her from straight out, hey, I want to explore, so if you're going to cry about it now and once, not every day. Well, not cry. She wouldn't have me cry. She only cried like once, but she be pouting and she be moping. And I just be like, do we have to watch? I love Anaya. Beautiful. Sometimes I put the scene on mute. But I just be so tired of her moping and whining and complaining about if this man want to explore or not. Girl, it don't matter if he's admitting it to your face. After the second time it's brought up in a challenge, just say, hey, you ain't even got to say nothing. Go explore if you want to explore. Don't tell me nothing, but don't try to plead your case over here, but don't have me looking crazy, but go do you. And that's it. Not, Casey, do you want to explore? Why does everybody keep saying you want to explore? Do you really want to explore? Do you want to explore? Right? Because like when you do that, you back them into the corner of not wanting to disappoint you. And then there's just cycle of just annoyance on all of the viewers' end. These two beautiful chocolate people with zero compatibility, all of the looks, and just nothing there with each other. My goodness. Please, let's move on. So also made a comment about how she knows that Bryce was more attracted to Kata than Trinity. A lot of people took that as colorism. It's me. I am one of those people. I ain't even gonna lie to you, because what was that supposed to mean? What was that supposed to mean? You just know just because he pulled her for some chats? Okay, it was a lot. Like I said, Saul was talking a little bit greasy and she was talking out of hand a lot. It's gonna make for a good reunion, maybe. But also, this might be too early to even care about it. Ain't nobody gonna care about a reunion. We got another at least 3 weeks, 4 weeks of this show. And you talking greasy, girl. You are the second after sun. So we're gonna be there forgot your damn name by the time we get to reunion. Go sit down somewhere, girl. Yeah, it's gonna be something at reunion, so we better gotta remember your name, girl. Cutie pie, but girl, let's not. And like I said, I don't know if they didn't ask her no questions about Sincere, or even if they did ask her questions about Sincere, she didn't answer all greasy like she did to others, and that's why it was like, okay. All right. But like I said, we don't know what gets cut. We always know that there is stuff that gets left on the cutting room floor. They might have been sitting there talking to them for an hour and a half and they cut it down to 30 minutes. So who knows? But we're about to get into episode 18, y'all. Casa Amor is upon us. Oh my God. Now I am motivated to review the show because it was good last night. I've been texting y'all by my auntie, not even my auntie, my great auntie. My great auntie. Be texting us Love Island. My mom was like, "Do I need to watch this show?" Girl, don't watch this show and cuss me out. No, thank you. So, episode 17, everybody is fake locked in, but nobody is truly locked in. And it's really annoying. They're just having the same conversation cyclically. Do you gonna explore? Are you gonna explore? Okay, we're gonna explore. Okay, I still like you. Okay, I don't want to be with that person. Okay, that person don't want me. That person chose this person. I'm over it. We're gonna start off with Casey and Anaya. He's confused about Bryce picking him for the challenge. She asks him about Soul, and he is annoyed, and she is annoyed that he was rooting to keep her off of himself. All the other guys wanted to let her go. He wanted to keep her. Why? Because he wanted to explore her. Let this be your thing. Regardless of his soul or somebody else, he is open to explore Anaya. Give him that space. Release him of that guilt of doing it in front of you. You know what? It don't even matter because Casa is upon us, okay? He finally just lets his nuts drop and says, hey, you know what? Because, Soul did call him a pussy. That was one thing I was like, well, that wasn't nice. This man was the only one that checked on you when you was over there crying with pie all over your face. But you calling him. So this is why didn't nobody want to talk to you in the house, because you got a nasty disposition. That was just nasty to say. It's one thing to feel a way about the girls because, yeah, there was some tension between Melanie and Soul. We're not going to act like it wasn't there. We're not going to act like Melanie didn't have her petty moments. I got my man back. We're not going to act like Mel didn't have little petty quips towards Soul. But in the end, she went to the girl. Hey, let's start a clean slate. We don't have to be fighting about them. I want them anyway. So ain't no point in us beefing now, girl. We can talk now. We can talk now, girl. We can be cool now. Is essentially what Mel said. And hey, to us, it looked like that. Soul purported on After Sun as if, I know I jumped back, but I forgot a piece with the pussy bar. Pussy ass Lotto. I ain't pussy like Lotto. So you better buy him a Birkin to make it. Calling him a pussy. How dare she? She got to buy a makeup Birkin. So, yeah, so did all this talking like, the girls didn't like me, the girls didn't hang out with me, but we see videos, we see pictures, we see moments where they welcomed you in. It wasn't like you were just shut off in the corner crying by yourself. The only girl that talked to you was Jen. It was not the case. Of course, you weren't in the core four, so you weren't in the core four, but them girls didn't just leave you and ice you out. If you came over to talk, they more than made you feel welcome. Trinity is gonna always, even if Anaya be moping, Anaya gonna mope. Don't take that personally. Kata and Mel are too boy-centered to like really even see Soul walk up on them. But Trinity is gonna always be welcome and she's gonna always have a conversation. So don't even act like the girls treated you some type of way at all times and they were just so mean. But like I said, even if so, you ain't have to come at Casey like that. All because he was too scared to explore you. That's no way to talk about the man that lets you cry on his shoulder when you need to. Anywho, Casey and Anaya back at them. Annoyed about it. So Anaya, this is where Anaya gets to annoying me because she's like, well, if you were the only one that wanted to keep Soul, that means that you would want to keep her knowing that you would be the only one for pulling her for chats. You know that, right? Yeah, girl, I don't know why it matters if it was the only one exploring her or not. Like, he wanted to explore her is what you need to focus on. Like, I was so confused at what was going on in this moment. I know that everybody goes up for Anaya, and this is not me saying I don't like Anaya. I like Anaya. She just be moping too much for me. Like, smile, be giddy, have fun, laugh. You know what I mean? So she just kind of, the princess thing, you can tell Anaya is used to getting her way, and she's young, so you know she might not realize it yet. But what they say, one of the reviews I watched, they said when you young is spoiled, when you get older it's a brat. And so there's this whole bratty manipulation tactic that's done there. And if the roles were reversed, if this was a man doing the emotional manipulation, it would be a lot easier to see. But hey, if a woman gets away with it, why not? I don't care. Who are me to cape for a black man that's not necessarily leading her on, but not really telling her the whole truth at all times anyways, okay? So later on, we see him talking about he can't be he can't be responsible about her feelings because of her past trauma. I said, did she tell him that there's sort of past trauma? I was confused at that statement. Is that you just assuming? This is Casey not taking accountability. That's what that was. But I'm like, okay, just both of y'all go have a ball at Casa. All of you, every single last one of the peoples in that villa, have a ball at Casa. Now, Zach and Kata, he's still mad that she had a chat with Caleb as if he didn't encourage some of that. She's just like, okay, but we open, right? You been talking about you finna, as soon as you pulled out and wipe my juices off your, hey, you said you gonna care if I explore a bombshell or no? I said, dang, did y'all just put your clothes back on? Did she wipe off? Like, so she like, excuse me? He says, well, I'm going to go pull Melanie for a chat. And she was like, really, really? Why would you say that? It's 10 other girls for you to pick from. I said, why can't he pull Melanie for a chat? What happened? What we miss? What did we miss? Why can't he pull Melanie for a chat, y'all? I was confused about that. Later on, she's trying to be all flirty and talk to him, but he's just like, babe, not in front of Bryce. I can't kiss you in front of Bryce. Not outside of a challenge, girl. Back up off me. He literally pushes her off. He literally pushes her off of him so that he can go and basically lift Bryce so that he can straddle him in the kitchen. So many people are like, oh my gosh, you guys, we can tell who haven't been around white boys like that. We can tell who didn't grow up around white boys. This is just how white boys play. This is just how white boys act. Now, mind you, I went to a high school that was split down the middle. Half black, half white. Right down the middle, y'all. And yes, I can definitely charge this up to white boy antics. The storm is coming back around, y'all. Y'all hear that wind hitting my window? But yes, y'all, white boy antics. We just charged up to white boy antics. This is how they play. This is how they joke. And yes, I can definitely say, this is how a lot of the white boys in my high school played and joked as well. But me as a queer person, I go and I would ask them questions. And it would be moments where they would tell stories of them going all the way with gay shit with their friends. Because, hey, I yanked his stick jokingly, and when I did, it got hard. So at that point, I just wanted to see it. And then when I wanted to see it, he's like, ha ha, I should put it in your mouth. And all of these stories that just kind of get to, oh, okay, so it started with playing gay shit, and then you just really just, hey, we're drunk and no girls are around. We had to get, so that don't help y'all's case when y'all say, that don't help y'all's case when y'all say, this is just white boy stuff. This is how white boys play. Okay, yeah, that's how the white boys I know play too. And then they would also suck a dick when they drunk too. I'm just saying. Might not be an every Friday activity, but something that you stumbled upon every now and again. And now, I'm just saying. I ain't saying this to everybody. I'm just saying this is some of the white boys that I know. Later on, Kata is trying to, oh, we talking about that. Kenzie and Corbin, she was listing different things that she likes. She wants reassurance. I like it when you kiss me and when we do challenges and we have eye contact. And he's like over her. He's so bored. So what else am I doing wrong? I'm not telling you what you're doing wrong. I'm just telling you things I like. Later on, we see her pull some of the guys for a chat to basically ask why she was almost voted out. They essentially like, girl, it don't matter. You still here. We didn't vote you out, right? It don't matter. But essentially, this is my thought process, right? They did a lot of beating around the bush, and I don't even remember what they said in verbatim. But my head is, eliminations went like this. The girls kicked Gabe out the house because they were tired of him being like this, all loud and probably stinking up the room. Sex is a lot of noises, sounds, smells. Like, it's a lot of things that be going on sometimes. Like, don't nobody want all that. Don't nobody want a rubber smelled filled room. At least I would hope that it's rubber smelled filled. I would hope so. But yeah, so they eliminated Gabe because he was a part of that. The guys probably thought about eliminating Kenzie because she's putting out and the rest of the girls not. So it's like, hey, she's making it worse, but can she also influence the girls to get them to put it out? We might need to keep her. We might need to keep her. But Kenzie, for another conversation, this girl really don't think that she's lustful. But I'm not lustful. Is this a dog whistle? At this point, the way that she's saying it, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see what I read. It's filming all day. It's HBCU all day. It's slick hypersensitivity to certain things all day. And this is it's becoming a dog whistle for me. It's becoming a dog whistle for me because who she go from, right? Who was Kenzie's matches? She had well, who's DJing her? Who she had sexual connection? It's been Corbin, right? Yeah. Yeah. It's given lustful. And then we're talking about Gabe as far as also him being lustful. Is it just me? It's giving microaggressions. It's giving dog whistle, lustful when it comes to the Jamaican Korean man and the Hispanic man. Is the way that lustful rolls off her tongue. Like, I'm not lustful. Kenzie, somebody's planning your pussy every night, babe. This man has told us he be down there DJing you every night. And then later on, whatever it means, I don't even know what it means. But we hear that you got French fried. I don't know what it means. Sound like you were getting some mad. Getting some mad. But they said you got French fries. So the fact that you think that you're not lustful, but you are taking part in lustful acts every night is beyond me, and it's giving racism. I don't like it. Get Kenzie out of here. Get her out of here. I'm over her. I'm over her. Next day, the girls talking about it. Who got French fries? Somebody got French fried last night. Like I said, she openly admits, it was me, girl. I was getting French fried last night. They're like, yeah, girl, that thing was suet. It was like, oh, that ain't just some kissing. It was like, I was like, so getting some head or giving some head, child? Anyway, Zach and Kata, he ain't make her no breakfast. He was like, oh, the kitchen's crowded, and you know, I ain't got no English accent. But he basically just like, you want to make you something quick? And she's like, no. He's like, I can make a pancake. She's just like, I don't want a pancake. And I'm just like, sir, even if the kitchen was crowded, you could have cut her up some fruit, gave her a little cup of juice and a cup of coffee until you can get to a burner and give her some hot breakfast. How dare you let that girl come downstairs hungry? Just trash. He hates her. And I think she gets it, but she's not going to give up on him until she got something to lean on. Kata is not going to let herself be out here vulnerable just yet. And for that, I can't be mad at her. But girl, I still hate that you gave up the cookie to this man. Clapping them cheeks in a hideaway. At least she ain't out there in the open doing all this craziness. Well, she probably would be if Zach would let her. If Zach tried to DJ her, she'd probably be right there moaning next to Kenzie getting DJ'd and Jen down there slobbing somebody down, child. Just fully went under the cover. I was like, the white girls can do whatever. The non-black girls can do whatever. Let one of them black girls that got up under the cover head got to bobbing. Let one of them black girls got in the hideaway and busted open, especially for a man that is not even that into her. It's giving y'all, I don't even know the girl name. Is this Joy something Joy? That Cam Newton interview? She's sitting there being a full-on escort, full-on prostitute. And it's like, you about to secure her services, but let a black woman had did that shit, gold digger, she this, she that. It wouldn't bode over the same. And to see how I get, we go, where we at with it, y'all. So now she is trying to at least have a conversation. Oh, I think I talked about this at the other time when she was trying to talk to him and he was like pushing her. No, I gotta go to Bryce. Not in front of my pushing Bryce. He's not gonna like that. I can't kiss you. Okay, fine. Okay, he's not looking. Okay, dang. Okay, and then he gets over there and Bryce lift his leg and I said, just fuck already. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. She forces him to have a conversation. They talked about Mel a few times this episode, didn't it? And I was kind of confused. I was really confused. Speaking of Mel, her, Trinity, and Anaya, the black girl trio, they're over there having a conversation. Anaya is telling them about the conversation that she had with KC and how he still wanted to explore soul and yada, yada, yada. And Mel is just like, girl, you better explore. Okay, you go balls to the wall. You need to explore. This is getting ridiculous. Okay, it is. It's getting ridiculous, and I get that it might not be the only conversation Anaya is happening because we know stuff get left on the cutting room floor, but she's having the conversation so much that we literally see it multiple times an episode, and it's so exhausting. So if we're getting as much as we are, I can only imagine how much they're getting it in the casa. If every time she has a conversation with KC, she runs it back to the girls. Like, oh my gosh. It's like she has no self-awareness that she's sucking the fun out of her relationship. And it's because she just genuinely does not like that guy. So she has to force a security versus just feeling it because the vibes are there. The vibes aren't there, dear. Explore. Explore. Trinity says that she likes Bryce, but she got to get used to these, white boy jokes that he be into. Like, she got to get used to that. We had saw when they were going to sleep how she told him, you be showing everybody but me, and wanted to see his okay, and he lift up the covers. I mean, it's soft, but here you go. And I'm like, you put her naked? And she was just, okay, it's cute. I said, not cute. It's cute. And she tells the girls, it was cute. That's my first time seeing a white. It was cute. Melanie is in the conversation. She's all giddy about wanting to close things off with Sincere. And I'm like, girl, Casa is coming up, right? Okay. And as we discussed that, we got a text, y'all. Heart rate challenge time. Kenzie has been waiting for this her whole life. Y'all know how Miss Lady loves to hit a split. She is a dancer and she is not gonna let y'all forget at any time. And I'm like, ooh wee. I ain't used to be like that. Not hitting them splits like she do. She's a mess. So the girls are getting ready. They all twerking and, oh, this and this officer, and they clapping them cheeks and they mopping them toots, and it's just so cute. And Kata is just looking around, and it's funny, but it's a little sad too, because you can see the insecurity on her face, and she's just like, I don't have no ass and tits. Essentially, production, y'all better let me go first. And it was funny. It was cute. I love the self-awareness. Like, don't you put me behind these big booty bitches. Don't you put me behind Melanie twerking like this. That's probably why she insecure, because Mel got them cheeks. Mel got them cheeks, and they probably be looking like, Man. So the guys are getting ready. What was that gay shit for Caleb and Zach, y'all? Caleb said, if you like Bryce, you'll love me. And he pulled that neck in and he I said, just go spit in his mouth and shove his face. The guys get a text and they getting ready to they getting ready to go to Casa for their heart rate challenge, baby. So they're geeked. They pack, they're skipping out, having a grand old time. Um, for me, the girls weren't all that. Most of the girls, yeah, I know which girls was the ones for me. We see Amora, nice little cute black girl. She comes in. She says she's from Miami, lives in Atlanta. When she first said she was in Atlanta, I was like, ooh wee, she looked like my homegirl from school, my homegirl Karanda. I'm like, this like she could be a cousin or something, a little sister or something. But then she said she was from Miami. I was like, oh, okay. Then we get was she from Iran, Persida. She was cute. We see Jaden. We've got Tiara. Baby, Tiara didn't come to play no games. In her intro, she said, I'm Tiara and I'm coming to get KC. That's my man and I'm coming to get him. I said, period. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Come and get him, baby. He need to see what it feels like to be desired. Let's see how he act when he's really being desired, okay? And then we saw them rolling around, y'all. She came out there and did her thing. Tiara was bopping it on them boys. She was throwing that thing. Trinity was like, ooh, she T. Body T. She came down there, she was bouncing that thing on. It was like, they can't even handle that. They can't even handle all that. Look at them. Then we get this Alana girl comes out and she got these big old angel wings on. And I'm like, she looks like fresh out of 18. You know, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And then the angel wings and like the purity of it all, trying to symbolize, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So she makes out with the white boys, gets on to KC, gives him a little neck kiss, shimmy, shimmy for Corbin, shimmy, shimmy for Sincere, and dips. Everybody's like, oh, so you racist. You ain't finna kiss the black boys, huh? You was going in on the white boys. She gave KC a little neck. She gave, bless me, thank me. She gave Sincere a little, not Sincere, Casey a little neck kiss. That was it, child. It was weird. And then we get Sydney to come out. Trinity was like, dang, that y'all got a dang on dupe for me. She cute, she dark skinned, she got the wavy bust down the middle, okay? I mean, she got these titties though. And everybody was like, she looks nothing like Trinity. Trinity didn't say she looked like me. She just said she got a little dupe, you know. You look at dark skin, bust down, wavy. We're going to be looking like which one? Same format, okay? That's all she was saying, y'all. Calm it on down. It was funny because when they went down the line at some point, because the guys danced for the girls danced for the guys. But at some point, when the guys danced, Bryce was like, that last one, I think she bust my lip. I think I taste blood. And we look over at Sydney and she was like, I was like, ugh, what happened? Them girls hate to see a Bryce kiss coming. Somebody had that turtle up. Them girls hate to see a Bryce kiss coming. And then it made me look at Trinity like, Trinity, how you handling them kisses? Nobody likes Bryce's kisses but Trinity. And we won't even know if she liked them or she tolerated them. I was so tickled at him being like, she bust my lip. And her being like, what the fuck just happened? Mind you, y'all, what I didn't even mention about what's going on with the boys at Casa, the girls are watching the whole damn thing. So yeah, they get out there to do their heart rate challenge. They thinking that the boys coming, the boys not coming. Okay, maybe we get a new batch of boys. What's this big old box? Ooh, it's a bunch of boys in this big old box. Big old box opens as a big old screen that says, welcome to Casa. They are viewing the boys getting their lap dances from the Casa Girls, okay? Damn near all of them got misty-eyed except for Mel and Trinity. You know, Trinity a player. She ain't going for that. So, once they realize they not getting no guys, they like, F it. We finna go get some grilled cheeses and go to sleep. And Mel was like, nah, I'm not staying. I'm finna dance for y'all. Mel get up and throw some, and I said, wait, Mel. She was getting it too. She was getting it. She was getting it. And then she made grilled cheeses for all the girls. I loved how the girls, even at their peak madness, while they were watching the Casa Girls, you know, busted open and get ready to steal their men, They weren't disrespectful. We didn't have no last year, okay? We didn't have nobody being handcuffed like, bitch, you better get the fuck off my man right now. I'm not playing with you. Nobody calling the girls out their names in a malicious way. We've had a few little instances, but I don't think it was malicious. I don't think it was, it's just like some people just say those words. I'm that girl. Not as bad anymore as the older I get, but everything and everybody is a B word, okay? So yeah, the girls didn't get disrespectful at all. They was just like, dang, she bad. Ooh, body T. Ooh, she cute. Dang, girl, my nigga took. Ooh, she finna go for my nigga. If she go for my nigga, he gone. I could appreciate it at all times. It seems like they was giving the Casa Girls they 10s like, dang, she bad and she exactly his type, y'all. My nigga gone. It was funny. So back at Casa, like I said, they had to dance for the girls. And some of the guys pulled the girls because some of the girls had pulled the guys. Casey pulls Tiara. He gets the sneaking on down on her. And who else got picked? I can't remember who else got picked up there. I just remember Tiara and Casey. I think that's the couple we gonna want to see. I hope that Tiara has got a little classiness about her. She ain't gonna come in being all petty and because everybody was like, it don't matter who KC bring back to the Casa, bring back from Casa. He getting the Taylor and Clark treatment. I was like, no, if it's Tiara, let's give her a chance. Let's hear her out first. Let's hear her out first. Oh, who was it? Corbin or Sincere? I'm leaving here with something, yo. I'm taking something back. I was like, I think it was Corbin. I'm taking something back. Yeah, because it was like, oh, Kenzie out the window. He was like, hey, yo, Kenzie, give me a kiss. I got a text. Melanie. That's for the chronically online people right there. So the Casa Girls, they feeling themselves. They like, yeah, we're the hotter replacement to the Philly girls. Yeah, yeah. Casa, yeah, Casa. And y'all know they were like 3 houses apart. So when they get to yelling, they can hear each other. So once the Villa girls hear the Casa Girls yelling Casa, Kenzie and Kata hop up. Kenzie busted out his splits. We almost made it to the end of the episode without a Kenzie split on the ground because she did a air split when she put a leg up in the mirror. But we almost made it the whole episode without Kenzie busting that pussy on the floor into a split. Yeah, I was so tickled because it was just the last placement I would have been looking for a split. Kenzie was a fool for that one, y'all. Now Tiara and the Casa Girls over there. Oh shit, y'all. Is that the Villa Girls? I'm scared. No, don't be scared now, girl. You in this now, baby. You in the hood now, baby. Now get on KC's arm and make him take you back to that Villa Girl. We need a show. So that's it, y'all. I'm probably gonna be reviewing. Y'all really finna have me do it Love Island every day because if it stay this interesting, well, I know at least Casa. At least the Casa episode is gonna be this interesting. So it might be, let's see, what's today? Monday. It's gonna be an episode tonight. And the girls go to Casa. The girls getting 12 guys. I said, baby, they said couple up or else, okay? You've got your pick. We don't want to hear that, oh, this is such and such a guy, or this is such and such a guy, or he's into her. We got two men per girl. Take your pick. You're bringing somebody back from. I said, everybody, we finna have 24 people in this villa. Is there even space for that? Like, are they just gonna do a mass dumping? Like, how does that work? I guess we're gonna see what production has up their sleeves when we get there, child. But this was a good episode. This revived it because it was getting kind of drab with the same conversations every day. Zach trying to pimp Kata off. Anaya trying to close Casey down even though she ain't even all the way into him. Bryce and Zach trying to smash each other. Bryce and Zach trying to demolish everybody else's relationships, okay? Anaya demolishing her own relationship. Casey trying to bend and be a people pleaser to Anaya. It's just been the same thing for everybody, every episode. Like, not y'all got Sincere and Melanie being the quiet, non-toxic people for these episodes. Thank you for shaking with this Casa viewing and these Casa twerks, okay? Superb. No notes. Until next time, we will be back again for Love Island tomorrow, y'all. So we're gonna see what get recorded tomorrow, but we're gonna do some recording. Y'all gonna get at least Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday out this jug, because the TV's popping.